program. It's a continuation of the Phoenix program that was started in Vietnam, which was total destruction and Zersetzung of citizens. I'm kind of I'm crossing atrocities in different cultures when I say Phoenix program and in Vietnam and then Zersetzung, but it kind of flows in together. Um, and this was just from me going to Google and putting in directed energy weapons contract. So this wasn't a lot of deep research. A lot of this stuff is on the surface, and if we do a lot of deep research, we can find out the connections. We can find them. We can find these connections between our DoD, DHS, NSA, and these private contractors, which this kind of behavior started, in a lot of the newer wars with agencies like Black Forest. It's a private standing army that the DoD contracted out to. So Black Forest would have soldiers, and they were private soldiers, mercenaries, going over to fight in Afghanistan and Iran. Iraq. I'm sorry, in Iraq, in Afghanistan. But it's kind of it just shows a culture of contracting out to these private entities, that then go ahead and experiment with the weapons and things like that. And so I guess that's just what I wanted to show you all there. This is just one example out of hundreds of examples in the United States alone. And then other countries have other contractors too that are getting contracts from their military-industrial complex. This is kind of all I wanted to show tonight. I'm only at 17 minutes, and I do have to time these in 15-minute chunks. So I will just kind of leave it on here and kind of just talk about, I guess some of what's going on with me. It's super painful. It's super war all the time. People patrolling in my condo. I woke up at about 12:30, so about almost 1 o'clock. I woke up about 1 o'clock tonight. Went to the bathroom, and my neighbor, he's been talked to by, somebody in these community watch programs that work with all this stuff, and they get money. Money is paid out in kind of this pyramidal trickle-down structure. And so, I go into my bathroom just to use the bathroom because I just woke up, and the guy's shaking the toilet and, running his water, harassing me. There's no way that he's going to the bathroom at the same time every time. And what this is, what this harassment is, it's to annoy me because they've been murdering me all night. Like when I was sleeping, directed dreams, coursing energy through my body, directed energy through my body, constant chatterbox, like just a roll of V2K of things that they've said, and then they just cycle it back into a recording, but software kind of partitions it out so that it can sound like like a narrative. And they are there. I do have, in my attacks, I do have people sitting in shifts, and they work for contractors like this. I am pretty sure I have I'm like 90% sure, 95% sure that my contractors are Cadus. The other gentleman talks about, there's another gentleman on YouTube and a bunch of other TIs who talk about the Harris Corporation. These are corporations, these are contractors like Kratos. The name is very, very weird, guys, because, if you think about that game, the game God of War, the guy in that was called Kratos. And I don't know if Kratos is an actual god in Greek mythology, but what it says to me is God of War. From a modern cultural standpoint. But I'm sure there is, if you look back in Greek mythology, Kratos is the name of the god of war. So these are sick people. They think of war as a business. They think of killing as a business. They think of torture as a business. They think of, experimenting on the human brain as a business. They really want to get these systems up and running, to power the DoD, to power manufacturers. I saw, let me see if I can look that up since we're here. I'll show you all this. Another TI showed me this the other night. It's called ELF emit. Now this would be a basically an example of a product made by the manufacturers like Raytheon, Boeing, Lockheed Martin. So they're coming up with these products that they're going to sell on the manufacturing side, on the consumer side, from the experimentation that they're doing on us. So this is called ELF emit, and it's basically this band. Well, I'll just read it. I'll read it here. It's $129, and he was telling me about it because it could help us. Since they're shooting so many negative ELF signals to our brains to depress us, to make us stressed out, to hurt us. This is one that can actually, it can send out positive ELF signals to your brain to help you sleep, to help you relax. So let me read it. ELF emit synchronizes your mind with what you want to do. Stay awake when falling asleep. Learn and concentrate when you're stressed out. Relax after a hard day. Improve quality of sleep. Choose the working mode that suits you best. Experience what the mind can offer you with just one tap. So it says ELF emit, almost magic. So this is an example of the type of products that are coming out of all this. They're basically testing the market right now. This could actually help target individuals, because it looks like you can control the frequencies, so you can send some positive frequencies to your head. I found this. It's https www.elfemmit.com -EMMIT. So I might try this. I might try it next month when I get some money, and maybe I can counteract some of the negative, extremely low frequencies that they're shooting with these directed energy systems at me. But it is also, even though these things can have a positive effect on society and consumers, the experimentation to discover these products, to make these products, is basically the torture and the directed energy murder of a lot of citizens around the world. So that's where this product comes from. That's where the headphones, the bone conduction headphones, come from, because they're using a lot of things that are bone conducting frequencies. So a lot of experimentation on non-consenting Americans and non-consenting world citizens, and it's worse than that, because there's a lot more angles to just shooting some energy at your body. They're really hooking up wireless energy to the mind, digitizing the mind, and so there's so much torture and and awful stuff that they're doing with mind direction and the V2K and everything, and then they're trying to just take whatever data they can off of that and see these. The thing is, it's like the people carrying out. I want to kind of make that connection there. The people that are carrying out the torture and the wireless signals to the brain and stuff, they're coming from people who are hooked up with these contractors, like ex-military and stuff like that. I think that helping this program, I actually have a current military person doing that. So I think the wires are getting crossed. It's so unaccountable. This stuff is so hidden, and they say national security and all this bullshit. So then the crime just rises, the crime around it, and who gets involved, and so you'll have conflicts of interest, like actual current military that are contracted to the United States government to protect United States citizens, actually murdering United States citizens because because it's unaccountable. They can work for both and kind of hide it all because no one's really looking into all this stuff because of national. They'll just, this company can hide all of its records on what it's doing because it's getting a contract from the DoD. It's getting a contract from national security agencies, so everything it does can be shrouded in, oh, this is national security. We can't release anything that we're doing. This is fucking dangerous. It's fucking dangerous, and I can tell you guys, I can tell everybody watching this video that it's dangerous because I'm experiencing murder by directed energy weapons. And then I go out and I'm hounded by police. They patrol me. Patrolled by one light cars. That's the gang stalking, gang stalking on foot, and they do that to, I think there's a lot of reasons they do that, and that's also, DHS fusion centers and InfraGard want to build up their forces, to surveil on foot Americans, but specifically with targeted individuals. That stuff is to keep you in a negative environment all the time so that your nervous system, and especially the biggest organ on your body, which is your skin, can be, you'll be stressed out, and so your nervous system and your skin will be more reactive to the things that they're shooting at you. That's one angle of it. That's one angle of it, but there's a lot more angles, a lot more reasons why they're doing all this stuff. Basically war games where real Americans and real world citizens are dying, and then they're, collecting the data so they can make consumer products, so they can get some of the information to the DoD and the CIA, so they can get some of the information to the NSA and DHS. So they're doing all these things like trying to get surveillance information and metadata along with torture information, what kind of torture is very effective on what kind of people. Also, what kind of consumer products can they make that would actually, help people out in society. But it's all coming from a place of, severe Satanism and darkness. We have to stop this stuff. This is a place to look, guys, these private contractors. So I'm coming up to about 30 minutes. I love you guys. I hope y'all are doing good. I just want to make this short video. I'm going to have to break it up into 2 parts. I'm really trying to, I'm going to try and start making videos just as long as I want and getting them uploaded on my computer, but my computer's severely hacked, so I have to do things from my phone, which they haven't been able to stop the YouTube videos yet from the phone, but they can, they stop my, uploads to YouTube and basically, changing video, like a video file, like an AVI file to an MP3 file or something like that. They can stop that because they're hacked into my computer, converting files and stuff like that. But alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this one. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm still trying to defend, but it is, it's really bad. I mean, just as time passes, my body has a hard time taking this. Please come to my call Tuesdays and Thursdays at about 11 or 11:15 Central Time. Central Time. The number is 724-444-7444. That's the TalkShoe number. So that's 724-444-7444. And then the PIN number is 142 142-394. 142-394. I think that's it. Yeah, 142-394. That's my PIN number to my call. So please come. We have a lot of smart targeted individuals. Just talking about what's going on with them. A lot of people with defensive advice trying to figure out, what our next move is. And activism. We've got to come at this hard. We've got to come at this strong. We've got to keep coming. Because the more that these people get away with, there's a lot of money involved. And there's just going to be more money involved as the industry of death grows. Just like any other business, if they're successful, and these people are successful because they hide so much stuff, they're not open to the public, so they can just keep on finding corrupt ways to make money, things are going to get worse if we don't stop it. But we will. We will. All right, guys, I love y'all. God is behind us, and I'll see you on the next one.